So when it comes to streamers, live streamers, especially those who do like the IRL streaming, you know, they let you into their life and you follow them around. Sometimes they go outside, sometimes they just, you know, do things at home. Sometimes they, you know, go cooking. They go cook. You know, they decide to cook even though they can't cook, and they know that they should never be allowed anywhere near a stove or an oven or any type of cooking utensil. However, for some reason they managed, well, they still do that, and they managed to really make things go to take a turn for the worse, we'll say. Anyway, that's what we're going to be checking out today by this YouTube channel, FoxAkimbo. The title is called the Fire Disasters Caught on Live Stream. Like, if you can't cook, stay the hell out of the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do something so bad as to catch your kitchen on fire or to smoke it up like that and catch a pan on fire, maybe you should just like order takeout or take cooking lessons. You know, something like that, or ask your parents how to teach you how to cook, or your grandparents. All right, let's get it. As always, link to the video and link to the channel will both be in the description below.
Help me, chat! My house is burning down!
That's a quote along the lines of what KJ and Karen was saying after she almost saw her kitchen engulfed in flames during a cooking accident. This story takes us back to May of 2022 when a streamer of the name KJ and Karen was doing some cooking during her subathon. With just shy of 11.5 hours to go, she was frying up what seems to be some sort of meat, what a Sportskeeda article believes to be a brisket, and she seemingly had her food on too high of a heat as it's smoking up and the oil within the pan is spitting. She fans the smoke and takes the meat out of the pan, putting it on her plate.
Did nobody tell her that she should probably turn down the heat? I mean, how did it not cross her mind to just turn down the heat? If the whole kitchen starts smoking, you should probably turn down. Does she not have a fire alarm or whatever? One of those alert things in her kitchen? Did she not even have that? She just let the kitchen catch fire or the pan catch fire? Like, did nothing cross her mind? Like, smoke usually leads to fire or means there's a fire. So maybe I should do something to get rid of the smoke before there's a fire. Did she just like not connect 1 + 1 = 2? Yikes.
The pan then combusts, and what happens next is absolutely
She gonna put water in it.
Let's take a look at the clip. But before we do, I think I should clarify that KJ and Karen was fine. She didn't like burn to a crisp or anything. I'm not going to mention anyone in this video that got severely burned or seriously injured or anything, so you don't have to worry about any of that. With that said, let's roll the clip.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
She gonna...
Oh shit.
Oh, there's the fire alert. But yeah, oil, that's why there's a saying, you know, oil and water don't mix. So if your pan is on fire because, you know, the oil caught fire and you try to put water in it, guess what's gonna happen? The fire is going to increase. It's not gonna work, yo.
Oh fuck.
It's still on fire.
Guys, I don't know what to do. Shit.
It's still on fire. Now that's so tight.
Help!
How about you open a door and throw the pan out of the door? And then you take a cloth or something and start putting out the little mini fire that you got going on top of your stove. And opening all the doors and windows to get the smoke out would definitely be a good thing too. But hey, that's just, you know, so just a little bit of thought. Just a little bit of thought went into it. That's all. That's just, you know, about half a brain cell went into figuring out the solution for the problem.
Help! I don't know what to do, you guys! Guys, I don't know what to do! Help!
How are they gonna help you if you can't read the chat, or if you don't read the chat, or if you don't try to read the chat, or if you just ran around with it like a chicken with its head cut off screaming, help! 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 I don't know what to do, chat! don't know what to do. Is that constant brain rot, or is that like live stream brain rot, where you just your brain just shuts off and you just run around screaming like a chicken with its head cut off, while things around you turn into chaos? Like, she's definitely not as calm as the little dog in the meme, you know, sitting in a house full of fire going, this is fine. If you were at least that calm, like maybe not that calm, because then you might just let everything burn down. But if you were at least that calm, you could, like, you know, act accordingly and do what was necessary to solve the situation. Bruh.
Fuck, I don't have a fire extinguisher. Fuck. Shit. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what to do.
Well, it's funny because she doesn't do anything except just running around saying she doesn't know what to do and to ask for help and to look at her chat. How about, I'm still surprised she hasn't taken the pan outside or something like that. You know, take the fire away from the house to keep your house from burning down. Take it outside and like put it on like a sidewalk or something. Or obviously don't try and put it in water, or like don't put it on a bunch of dirt. No, put dirt into the pan on top of the fire. You can smother that shit. Don't just like, bruh. It's stuff like this that will make me want to watch more live streamers, IRL streamers, because when something like this happens, it'll be good for a laugh. It'll be a very good laugh. I would like that. But I'm still not gonna do it because I'm way too busy and more interested in what I have to do with what I have to do for myself.
Help! Help! I need a fire extinguisher. I need to put this out. I don't know what to do. Help me, please. I need help.
How are they gonna help you? The fire is going out by itself, slowly. She's like, oh, it went out. Don't. Okay, yeah, I guess
now,
I'm
I want to mention
out.
that I don't want to sit here and just point and laugh at KJ and Karen or any.
I will do it for you, FoxAkimbo. I will do it for you. 1 second. Ha 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 ha. Feels good.
Point and laugh at KJ and Karen or anyone else I feature in this video.
You should
too
try
much.
it. Feels
These
good.
are very stressful situations, and a lot of people just don't think clearly and rationally when just suddenly thrust into a high pressure scenario. That said, I think it would be worth doing a play-by-play. So fire emerges, she tries to blow it out, I think, and then immediately tries to put this fire into the sink, where the flames go even more extreme for a split second. This is because what she has on her hands is a grease fire. And if this video could serve as a piece of advice to a single person watching it, never put water on a grease fire. Otherwise,
the grease movie.
this will happen.
Turn your stove off. There's water on the oil. But now here's what happens when you put water on.
It might seem instinctual, we're taught through Pokemon that water beats fire, but in real
Oh my god. Holy shit. Out of all of the 5,780 years that I've lived, this is the first time that I've heard someone say something along the lines of, we've been taught through Pokemon that water beats fire. People are getting their lessons from video games now, instead of actively going out and experiencing the world for what it is and learning through that experimentation of interacting with the world and interacting with nature. Holy shit. I knew I was gonna live a long ass time, but I didn't expect this to be something that I would experience. People are now learning through video games, and not like the actual educational video games, but we're taught through Pokemon that water beats fire.
life, this only applies in certain situations. And in an oil fire, as I hope JK and Karen knows now, you do not use water.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Outside of not putting water on a grease fire, I have relatively little experience in fire safety, so I reached out to you guys and I actually had a firefighter reply.
Hey,
Jeff has
cool.
apparently worked as a volunteer firefighter for 12 years in Pennsylvania.
Okay,
And he
what's
said
up?
that in this scenario, she should have kept the pan where it was. Moving it about added more oxygen to the fire, and in this scenario, you want to take oxygen away. He
And that's why after she left the pan there and was off screen screaming for help over and over and over again, the fire slowly died down.
also said that because she moved it, it caused the oil to splash and a second fire to start. So it's best to keep the pan where it is in a situation like this. He then says that it would have been best to cover the pan with a lid, as this would remove oxygen from it, which is an essential part of the fire triangle. If you take just one of these away, whether that
There, see, now I've even learned something because I didn't think about that either. I was like, all right, well, first thing first, take it out of the house. Don't let the house burn down. Maybe put some dirt on top of the fire. I wasn't even thinking about the actual lid. So there goes that. I learned something too. We've learned something together. Unless you already knew it, then you didn't learn anything, but you learned that I learned something, so.
be the heat, fuel, or oxygen, a fire cannot survive. In this instance, she didn't have a fire extinguisher, so Jeff says that she could have used baking soda instead. Eventually,
soda,
the
I
fuel
got
burnt
baking
out,
soda.
causing the fire to die, but that's getting ahead of ourselves. Regardless, she then puts the pan back on the hob, without turning the heat off mind you, and starts yelling for help.
I wonder if you can, like, instead of like baking soda, so let's say you don't have that either. I wonder if you can, like, if you have a bunch of sugar, can you just take a bunch of sugar and like dump that onto it as well? Or if you have like, what else? Put another brisket thing on top, put it into the fire and let the fire cook it. No. But like if you have like some sugar or some form of powder, baking powder, not baking powder, not baking soda, but I'm thinking about some other form of powder that is escaping my head right now. But like, I wonder if you can just use like sugar or something like that to dump onto the fire in order to get it to extinguish.
Maybe she's yelling at her neighbors, or maybe a housemate for help.
I think she was on, like,
God,
yelling
I
to
hope
chat.
she is. But it seems like
I'm pretty sure she was just yelling to chat.
she's asking her chat for help.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting move.
I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, you guys. Guys, I don't know what to do.
Like, chat cannot save you if your house is burning down, lady.
Call 911.
Surely we've gone much too far as a society if people are begging their chat to come and save the day. I mean, even still, she didn't actually have to do anything. As you can clearly see in the video, her running away seemed to do more to save her than her own active actions. People on the internet reacted to this mishap, and while some were quite understanding that she probably just didn't know how to react, others laughed at her poor handling of the situation. For example, people on Reddit mocked her for swinging this burning pan full of oil around, with them saying that she got very lucky that she wasn't able to get the tap on, because if she did, it's very likely that the situation could have gotten even more dangerous. She's since put the clip on her channel for members only, but the clip went viral around the internet.
Way too late.
With it getting around 4 million views on Insider Edition. It seems as though she might have mildly burnt herself too, but it could.
Yes, I'm okay. Just burned my hand a little and the fire department came. No big deal. Hey, at least she got, I wouldn't be surprised if she got an increase in viewers, followers, subscribers, all the above after something like this. So, hey, but then again, why private the video, especially since it already went viral? Yo, what up, Does Thing? How you doing today? Hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, all the above.
Could have been a lot worse. This was one instance where a streamer got very lucky that she didn't burn her house down. But not everyone in today's video will be quite so fortunate. Today, we'll be taking a look at several different streamers that had fire scares.
Not everyone's gonna be quite unfortunate. Okay, he did say at the beginning that no one is like passed away because of this. They didn't like burn to death, so I can still laugh at the misfortune that happened.
whilst live. As with KJ and Karen's incident, I'm not going to include any stories of people that got seriously hurt or died because of their fires,
Okay, cool.
but there will be a few instances of some severe property damage and maybe some singed eyebrows. With that said, let's move past that baptism of fire and get onto our second story, that being of Daisuke.
Daisuke. Okay, what's up, bruh? What'd you do?
So this might be the most recognizable livestream fire of all time. It was definitely one of the first ones to spread around the internet like, well, wildfire. This happened back in 2015.
Japanese live streamer actually accidentally burns his house down. So he actually burnt so the whole house. God damn, bruh. Yo, why are people not paying attention to shit?
It concerns a then 40-year-old Japanese man who goes by the name Daisuke. He was playing Minecraft when he decided.
Yeah, man, live stream fires are a thing. Apparently they're a huge thing.
To try and light a cigarette with his oil match lighter, but it soon set alight. Firefighter Jeff said this was likely because he overfilled the lighter. He starts panicking and throws the lit match into a bin bag containing what the Huffington Post describes as oil-soaked tissues. And of course, this in turn begins setting alight, but he doesn't realize. So now he's got 2 active flames.
Bro, what? Oh, and he's adding water to the oil fire. That's worse. Oh my God. It looks like there's a lot of people, a lot more people than I expected did not know that you should not add water to an oil fire. Holy crap. Oh man. So first off, why would you why would you put a fire into a bag full of oil soaked tissue paper or a bag full of paper to begin with? Like, why would you do, was it the match that was on fire? And he thought he put the match out. He didn't realize that that the match was still lit and then threw it in there. Maybe that's why. But because I doubt he threw the whole thing, the other thing that was actually on fire, because it looked like he was looking to his left. Yeah, it looked like he was looking over on this side. Let me see. Oops.
Light.
Yeah. So the huge thing that caught on fire
describes as oil-soaked tissues.
Okay, yeah, I see now.
The lit match, and this was likely because he overfilled the lighter. He starts panicking and throws the lit match into a bin bag containing.
Yeah, so the other thing that was caught on fire, the thing in this hand right here, on the right side, his left hand, that he's looking down this way, in this direction. While the match itself, I guess he thought he put the match out, but it was still lit, and he put that in here. And even if it wasn't lit, even if it had just gone out, I wonder if the heat from it by itself could have caught fire, or could have made everything else caught fire, since this was like oil-soaked tissue paper.
Setting alight, but he doesn't realize. So now he's got 2 active flames.
And
the bag behind him is burning up quickly, and he decides to move it to the corner of his room with the cardboard boxes.
Oh
he
my!
Starts trying to
Bruh. You put an active fire next to cardboard boxes? Like that's like they're not gonna catch fire, bro? Like, you should have ran outside. Or take it to your bathtub. Take it to your bathtub. Obviously don't add water to it, but I'm not sure the material that bathtubs are made of, but it wouldn't burn down, would it? Take it outside, most likely the best option to do there. But if you have anything else, like I don't think he would have a giant pan big enough for, how big that trash bag was. I don't know, man.
Or poke at the fire with some cardboard, which is perhaps one of the worst things you could possibly do in this situation. Jeff the firefighter said that in this instance, instead of trying to hit at the flames with some cardboard, he should have grabbed a big pot of water immediately. He then runs away.
Wait, why water? It was we just got through saying that he put the lit match in a bunch of oil-soaked tissue paper. So why in this instance add water? Maybe I'm missing something now. But like, if those were oil-soaked tissue paper, you're not supposed to add water to oil fires. And so maybe it's only don't add water to specifically just oil fires. Like if it's oil soaked paper, then you can add water. I don't know. I personally would rather go with the safer option of not adding water to anything that has oil on it or oil itself, and just find some other way to get rid of it.
For a bit, and the flames get huge. He then returns with what seems to be a dog bowl full of water, which doesn't do too much. He tries to hit at the flames, which looks to do a little better, but the flames just won't die. Apparently, the chat is giving advice to douse the flames in wet clothes, which according to the top comments is good advice.
But he can't read chat in this moment.
Since this isn't an oil flame, the fuel is paper after all, this doesn't seem to be too bad of a move.
Okay, that's why the fuel's paper this time instead of just oil.
Water would be used to take away the heat. But in an instance unlike the KJ and Karen fire, where the chat in this case might have been of some assistance, it seems as though Daisuke didn't see these tips, probably too focused at the task at hand, despite unfortunately making the wrong moves at almost every turn along the way. According to Kotaku.com, Daisuke, alongside his 73-year-old mother, 68-year-old father, and 62-year-old relative, sustained injuries, but the extent of these injuries was unknown. Shortly after this went down, an interesting video related to the situation was uploaded to YouTube. This video was titled, Japanese Letters, Japanese Fire.
This video is titled Japanese Letters. Like, I've been working on my Japanese, but the only ones in this that I recognize right off the bat is that these little circle ones, if you can see it, these little circle ones, those are like no, like N-O, if I remember correctly. Most of these ones I don't understand. I've mostly been focused on, I think these other ones are like, what, kanji? It's either kanji or hiragana, but I've been studying the one that's not these.
A streamer's house, and in this video, you can see the damage done to the property.
Japanese fire streamer's house. That's O and something. O something. Most of those letters I can understand. All right, let me just focus. I'm too busy focused on the text. The house looks oof. And he had like,
the house is still,
his parents were like in their 60s, bro. And like, I'm glad they were all able to like make it out, but playing with fire in a house when full of parents that are elderly parents, bro, come on now. That's worrisome. Like that. Thankfully they didn't get hurt, but that could have been huge trouble for the entire family.
Standing, which is good, and you can see that from one angle it doesn't look like too much exterior damage was done, but on the other side though, yeah, some serious damage was definitely done. The comments on this video all seem to be written in kanji, and let's just say the Japanese were not too happy with him.
Okay, so if that was kanji, then I've been mostly been studying hiragana.
Comments were saying they felt bad for his parents because they're now retirement age and were probably planning on retiring in that house.
Right.
But they have a 40-year-old NEET of a son on their hands, aka not in education, employment or training, that burned their house down and made them a laughingstock because the entire world got to see it happen. The entire thing was spread around the internet with the clip going viral. Even James Corden got in on the action, with several other high-profile news outlets also reporting on the story. The Daily Mail claimed that one person even died, but I don't trust their reliability, and I couldn't find the same claim anywhere else after extensively looking around on the internet.
Yeah, pressing X
I could, however, find a local report about the incident that was put into a Japanese newspaper. According to a Reddit translation, the newspaper reads that the fire occurred around 2:45 PM on October 4th. It says that Daisuke...
Do you mean 12:45?
He was 40 and lived with 3 other people inside the 2-story home, including his father who was 68 and his mother who was 73, so just like the Kotaku document said. According to the Reddit translation, the identity of the 4th person isn't stated. It apparently says that 3 people were injured, suffering from burns and other unspecified injuries. I would assume that none of these injuries were fatal though, as I feel like this would have been mentioned if people had died. In total,
I'm guessing he was trying to light the match so that he can relight his cigarette. I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, take this time to go ahead and wish people to stop smoking cigarettes and instead smoke weed instead. Or just, you know, don't smoke anything at all. Don't do drugs, kids. But weed is not a drug, it's a plant. If you just so happen to light it on fire, there are some effects. But if you just don't smoke. But if you are gonna smoke weed, not cigarettes.
about 30% of the home burned down, 37 square meters out of 125. Unfortunately, I couldn't find out anything more about Soulker afterwards. When you look him up on Google, everything that comes up is just about the fire, so whether he continued streaming afterwards or just what happened to him, well, that's a mystery to me. But
wait, was his live stream not titled Soulker? Or was that, I guess Soulker was his actual name and not his like live stream name or something?
What happened to the next streamer we're set to talk about, known as Hi Hey It's Danny.
Hold on, because now I'm curious. Oops, that's wrong thing. There it is. I guess it wasn't. Huh. I guess he didn't, or he deleted his channel, but I don't know.
Danny is definitely no mystery, as her recent brush with a blaze has been the hot topic within online circles as of late. So let's take a look at it.
Hi, hey, it's Danny.
Hi Hey It's Danny, or Danny as I'll be calling her for the purposes of this story, is a kick streamer with roughly 7,000 followers as of the time I record this video.
Don't tell me that her fire also started in the kitchen. Because at this point, if that is the truth, then maybe women should just stay out of the kitchen. Or just stay out. If you're gonna be burning shit all day and starting fires, maybe you should just stay out of the kitchen, bro. Shit. I think everybody should know how to cook. Everybody should know how to cook. It's just an important life skill itself to have. But if women are just going around burning shit and starting fires, then stay out of the kitchen.
But a few weeks back, her name was thrust into the headlines after she had a fire scare during a live stream. Now, I should warn you that Danny is—
That text said, "Oh my god, it's on fire," while proceeding to do nothing about it. Kitchen fire. Oh my god damn it, bro. So it was a kitchen fire. Kitchen fire breaks out during live stream, sparks viewer backlash.
is a kick streamer that describes herself as the ultimate streaming companion for all things fun and flirty. Which is why I take it that she's cooking whilst in lingerie and why her sub goal is 69. That's not exactly too relevant.
I'm betting. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, but I'm just gonna take a guess. In her description, in her on her Twitch page, I'm gonna guess there's a link to a certain website that is only for the fans. I'm gonna guess that she's got that link in her description, somewhere. There's also the Kick, Instagram, X, Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, formerly known as X, whatever, and Cash App. And I'm guessing, I'm still guessing, in the link in the description, probably a link, or probably like a tree link, or a link to like an OF.
To the story, but I think it's good context to why she appears half naked. With that said, let's take a look at what happened.
Bro, what the f is that?
Wait!
That shit is smoking so much.
Oh my god!
it off.
Tanner, hurry up! Tanner, it's off.
They're still not turning it off. He keeps saying turn it off, but he's still not turning it off.
Turn it off!
I don't know what to do.
Oh my God.
So he doesn't know what to do either. So she says, what do I do? He says, turn it off. She says, turn it off. He says, I don't know what to do. Bro, I would, if their house burned down but nobody got hurt, I would not be sad.
Grab the protection.
Grab it!
This guy's laughing now.
Tanner!
What is it?
Tanner!
What is it?
Oh my God! Tanner! Tanner!
I don't know what it is.
It's grab the extinguisher! Tanner!
Still didn't turn it off. Luckily, it looks like it wasn't oil. Because if that was oil, shit would have spread. It looks like the way he just knocked that shit down. Yeah, that was oil. Then that whole place would be on fire. It looks like it just went out. So I guess it wasn't. I'm guessing it wasn't oil.
So doing another play-by-play, first of all, whatever she's cooking is smoking way too much. Danny, you need to turn the heat down. Of course, then it catches alight, and the number one thing that she does is just stand there and panic, almost reminiscent of Spencer from iCarly.
Oh my God! Tanner's
God,
on fire! It's on fire!
Bro.
What do I do? Oh my God! It's on fire!
Then a person that I assume is her boyfriend comes over, and they are reacting much too slowly. To me, it looks like she's been frozen by fear. She's been thrust into this high pressure scenario in an instant, and the flames are growing larger with—
And this guy just starts laughing as well. Like, what kind of people do you have around you? Know what I'm saying? Like, this guy just starts laughing. She can't even do shit. She's apparently frozen in fear or whatever. And this guy just useless as fuck, bruh. Like, I get him being like, I don't know what it is, which is like, I don't know if it's an oil fire or if it's an oil-based fire or something else, because then you don't know if you can put water on it or not. But do something. Don't just sit there going, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what it is. And it's screaming and yelling. Like, act versus react. Like, damn.
with each passing second. The guy—
Fight or flight. Right now, you're just flying. You're just flying. Right now, you're not doing anything. That's even worse than fight or flight.
doesn't know what to do either, and it's later revealed that he doesn't know how to turn the stove off.
What?
He keeps telling her to turn it off because he doesn't know where the button is.
I don't know what it is!
It's not the extinguisher!
If I'm not mistaken in saying, it turns out to be behind the flame on the wall, which seems to be a very poor design choice for this exact reason. In the end, he throws the pan off the stove, and again, I want to add that I'm no fire expert, but especially with those wooden cabinets, I feel as though the pair were quite lucky that it didn't start spreading. Speaking of the experts though, our firefighter friend Jeff said that this incident should have been handled similarly to our first. So once again, cover it with a lid to take away the oxygen. Don't, under any circumstances, use water, and if you don't have a fire extinguisher, use baking soda.
What? So it was an oil-based fire? I figured it would have spread, or at least maybe not spread right away, but at least the ground would have still been on fire. And it looks like it went out immediately after the fire went onto the ground. Wouldn't it have at least still been sitting there on fire, or nah? So that's what made me think it wasn't an oil fire, because it looks like it went out immediately. I thought if it was an oil fire, it would just spread, or it would kept the fire would have like stayed for a bit.
Danny would eventually start fanning the smoke away, then she got changed into a jumper, and then, and I kid you not, literally 20 minutes after the fire scare, they started reacting to the clip.
Bruh. 20 minutes later.
Danny's stream would then proceed to last another 5 hours. This clip then caught the attention of Moist Critical, who, within a video that has now been seen almost 2 million times, had this to say.
Yesterday, a streamer set her kitchen on fire, and it was dangerously close to just becoming like a crematorium.
Danny has been severely roasted ever since.
Stay away from the kitchen. Cope low IQ is the result of setting your kitchen on fire. Never cook, please. Fucking... Best part about the clip is you had 0 daily subs. No one watches you. Laugh my ass off. I didn't even see that.
With her tweeting out a post saying, "Y'all act like it was your kitchen I set on fire." And of course, people responded to this with hate and mockery. It's likely that
Hey, personally, I'm willing to say I'm trying to make sure you don't harm anyone else in the future. Yeah, of course, it wasn't my kitchen you set on fire, but I'm just trying to make sure you don't hurt others in the future. Like, you chill out. Like, take cooking lessons or don't cook at all.
Danny didn't take the situation too seriously though, because she later tweeted out that she's planning to sell the outfit that she wore during the video. I really hope that means the outfit she changed into afterwards, but unfortunately my better sense is telling me that's not the case.
Yeah, it's probably
but
not
Danny
it.
definitely counts as yet another creator that played with fire. We're getting a bit darker now, with the next creator we're set to talk about losing a lot to the flames. Let's discuss the house fire of Gimpy God.
Gimpy God. Okay.
So
what happened?
Gimpy God, real name Lance Carr, is a streamer that is quadriplegic due to being born with muscular dystrophy. And back during the tail end,
I'm guessing if like I'm just gonna go on the spiritual side here real quick. He's probably it's like a form of like a form, like the spiritual people would say, like it's a form of being born like that is a form of, what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to make amends with past lives, shit that happened in past lives, bad things that you've done in past lives. They'd say something like that.
End of 2021, he lost almost everything after a fire started in his house while he was live on Twitch. He was playing Diablo 2 Resurrected while it happened, and as the broadcast continued, you could see the room begin to fill with smoke.
How did the
Of
fire
all the
start?
fires that featured within this video, you could argue that this one was perhaps the most tragic, as this one did some serious damage to essentially everything that Gimpy God owned.
Hello all, hello all, I am okay, but my house burned down. We are safe, but my everything is destroyed. Wheelchair van, everything burnt. It's on the VOD, so that may be interesting. And wheelchair vans are expensive, aren't they? I think I remember hearing a little bit about this. I think like his community chipped in and helped get him another wheelchair van at least. I don't know if they helped get him another house or anything like that, but at least they chipped in and helped and tried to help out. So that's a good community. Shout out to that. I wonder how the fire started. And at least everything's okay. Nobody got hurt. It's just property damage. Material things can be replaced, but lives can't. You feel me?
As this one did some serious damage to essentially everything that Gimpy God owned. Gimpy God would post a picture of the damage on Twitter, and as you can see, the house is absolutely destroyed. It's a skeleton comprised of smouldering ash. However, that isn't even the worst of it. You would imagine that Gimpy God's family would have some sort of insurance to help them out, and while they did, the insurance company were really trying to pinch at pennies in what's frankly a disgusting twist of fate. This fire was so out of control that not only did it burn their house down to ash, soot and rubble, but it also destroyed their wheelchair accessible car. For someone like Gimpy God, having a wheelchair accessible vehicle is extremely important for obvious reasons. But because their car was in the driveway and not technically in the garage, the insurance company refused to pay for it. It was a few feet away from technically being inside the property, so it didn't count, despite being completely destroyed and unusable. For the next year, Lance and his family would be homeless, being in and out of hospitals and hotels, with Lance reportedly not being able to properly bathe in this time. A tremendous amount of the facilities that they had to make Lance's life as high quality as possible was destroyed, and replacing it was extremely expensive, with the insurance allegedly not financing that either, making all of this an incredibly sad story.
Wait, so they didn't finance anything? Did they even finance like at least getting a new house? It sounds them not replacing any of the things any of the stuff like the items that were in the house. I get, and them trying to pinch at pennies so for not doing that I can understand, but not, did they at least replace the house or like help them get another house or something, or like, you know, pay money for it in order to find another house? Because like if it said, well, he said that they were homeless for a year, so wow, the insurance company weren't trying to pay anything. The insurance company weren't trying to hold up to their side of the contract when it comes to insurance. Holy I wish I knew what kind of insurance company he was with, so that way I could avoid them. What the
But flash forward to October 2022, and Moist Critical will cover the story on his channel.
The point is, there's been a lot of very sad moments broadcast on Twitch, but what I want to talk to you about today is by far one of the saddest. This is the story of a streamer named Gimpy God.
In this video that now has the best part of 2 million views, Charlie would expose Lance's story to the masses and announce that he was doing a charity stream in support of him.
I'm doing a bit of a charity stream fundraiser to help Gimpy God and his family so they can hopefully afford the adaptive equipment again and improve Lance's quality of life.
And this stream would go down extremely well, with Moist Critical making a video 2 weeks later titled "You Deserve This," and this video would be seen more than 2.5 million times.
Nice.
Within it, Charlie revealed that the stream had made a significant impact and that they had achieved their goal, with Charlie singing his praises for the community coming together to help Lance out.
So on stream, the total that was raised by the community was $47,000.
Nice.
Which to me is mind-blowing, because this wasn't like a pre-announced stream or anything. Like, we just did it on a random day and a lot of people showed up to support, and it means the world to me and obviously to the entire Carr family.
He went on to reveal that Lance had given him updates and had confirmed that not only was the family able to move back into a house, but they could now also afford a $30,000 lift that allowed Lance to properly wash himself.
Hell yeah.
On top of the $46,000 raised via Charlie's stream, Lance had also created a GoFundMe that was able to raise a further $35,000, seemingly making enough so that Lance could shut off donations. Flash forward to today, and it seems as though life is fortunately back to normal for Lance. He's back to streaming on his Twitch, he's still active on Twitter, and most recently uploaded a video to YouTube back in July. And so while this was
good shit, man. Is that it still? So yeah, he's still going. Gaming and solving world problems, 3 days. And today is the 28th. So this will probably already have happened by the time this video goes out on YouTube. So shout out to that. Like, he was able to, Charlie was able to do a good thing, man. He was able to help get this story out so that, you know, people could come to the rescue in a way. See, it's things like this that lets me think there's still faith in humanity. Feel me? Because people didn't have to do this, but they did. So there's still hope for humanity. I can still have faith in humanity, and this is good. This is good.
Was perhaps one of the most tragic fires that occurred during a live streamer's broadcast, there was a silver lining, with many people on the internet coming together and donating towards a very worthy cause, helping Lance and his family out in their hour of need. However, while Gimpy God's story was very well known to the public because of Moist Critical's videos and subsequent stream, the next streamer we're set to talk about, well, his story was a lot less known.
Well, I'm gonna end it here. So there's another, it's like 5 minutes or so, another 6 minutes or so in the video. If you want to check out the rest of the video, you can go follow the link in the description below. But some of those fires were dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like the rest of those fires, the one in the beginning was that chick in the kitchen. That was like dumb as fuck. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? The second one, this seemed more accidental. You know, the third one, another dumb one, some just being dumb while in the kitchen, and then a fire breaks out and just panicking, standing around saying, I don't know what to do, or standing around saying, help me, help me, help me, I don't know what to do. It's not gonna solve the problem. It's not gonna get things done. You have to make some type of action, and if the action doesn't work, readjust and make another action and try to solve the problem. But thankfully, I still don't know how the fire with the Gimpy God story happened or started, but thankfully nobody was hurt, and thankfully, you know, the community came to the rescue and was able to help get him back on his feet, get them a new lift and van and everything, you know, things like that. So Gimpy God is back to streaming and things like that. Faith in humanity restored. So, you know, that's good. But I don't know. I'm gonna watch the rest of this off stream probably. But that's it for this reaction video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about how much knowledge do you have when it comes to fires starting. Like, what about electrical fires? Or did you know that you shouldn't add water to an oil-based fire? Let me know in the comments below. It's also a great reminder to increase your knowledge of you know, how to deal with fires in case you don't know anything about them. But as always, don't forget to links to the channel, links to FoxAkimbo's channel, and links to his video will both be in the description below, so be sure to check them out. And while you're there, don't forget to do those 3 things I like to ask you to do, and like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. And you know what it is after that, in case I don't see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace, and much love too.